Just, Mr. Voorhees, please, just wait there. I'll be right with you, okay? Thank you so much. Just please, relax. Thank you, Cam. Oh, uh, right. The show. Allow me to sit down. So, let me be the first to say hello, good evening, welcome, and of course, bienvenidos, everybody. It is I, everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo, and of course, we are back, yes, back once again for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Oh, yes, it is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together, and well, we basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, I also want to say happy Friday the 13th, folks, because as you know, it is that oh so special time of the year where the lovely and wonderful Mr. Jason Voorhees rises from the. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to, I don't want to put too much stock into it, but all I'm going to say is make sure that you guys leave out milk and cookies for Mr. Voorhees so that he can come and see you tonight. Leave you something special. You know what I mean? But I also want to say hello and good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderfully awesome Friday evening. What's up, Pixie? What's up, how you doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderfully awesome night. And before we get started, though, I need you guys to, I'm talking about everybody who's going to be in attendance, do me a favor and grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, something to snack on if you want to, or if you just, want to chill until we start the show, that's fine too. I appreciate the company. And don't worry about me. I had my food not too long ago, and then tonight I'm chilling with a cold one. It's tea. Sweet tea. Calm down. It's sweet tea. Please, I get me caught dead with something like that. I don't drink. You know what I mean? I'm the sober guy. But also, for those of you guys who went to work today, I hope you guys made that paycheck, made that bread, and that you're able to chill and relax for the rest of the week. Or if you're currently still at work, make sure that you guys are keeping safe, watching your fingers, watching your appendages, your fingers, your toes, your eyes, all kinds of body parts because anything can happen. Damn, we are already at friggin' 267 likes. You guys are blowing me up right now. Shout out to Pixie and shout out to Ma. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, I need to stretch. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, and if at any time the music in the background gets too loud, or if you guys can't hear me because of the music, then please do let me know because I try not to get drowned out, too much. I just want to be able to have some aesthetic in the background, so that way it kind of breaks the silence. So, thank you so much for the live. A heart hood. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much for the heart hood. That's new. I forgot. Because of the big day that's happening tomorrow, the big V Day. I forgot that they switched up the shop a little bit. It looks great, really. It looks awesome. I did see I only saw a split second a few of them. I know that the hard hat's one of them. There was one in tonight's gold that I put. It's the heart message or love message. I don't know. It looks like a little cell phone. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just saying you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's completely and totally up to you guys. But as you can see, we have hit that time, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us, or if you're going to be watching this as a highlight on the YouTube channel as well, because as you know, we're coming at you live not only from TikTok, but also from YouTube as well, because as you guys know, I try to branch out as much as possible. And you know what? I really appreciate y'all who will be joining me this evening, and just hope that you're having a wonderfully awesome Friday. Mr. Red Ranger Fury, how are you doing, good sir? Me, I'm chilling. I'm having, it's Friday night. Hey, I'm feeling all right. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, even though As you guys know, it's Friday the 13th. We're actually not going to be suiting up to head out to camp this evening, so don't worry about that. But instead, we are actually going to be taking a trip into the dark, seedy street-like world of Marvel. Yeah, I said it, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to introduce a pair of dark heroes who love to dish out punishment and justice at the same time. So, I invite you guys to please sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just chill and mellow out with your boy. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of the night. So why don't we go ahead and get started, huh? Now I just want to make sure I didn't miss any messages. Just on the safe side. No. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, first up, we are actually going to be introducing a somewhat of a very dangerous anti-hero. The only reason I say he's dangerous is because he believes in shooting first and asking questions later. And well, that's I feel like he was entirely justified in like in that aspect, if you will, because he had quite the traumatic backstory. I'm not gonna lie. So please, ladies and gents, give our first big Wolfpack welcome to none other than Mr. Frank Castle. Yes, that's right, folks, aka the Punisher. Yes, indeed, folks, the gun-toting tactical anti-hero of the Marvel universe. Now, this is the Daredevil Born Again version, but that's not going to change the character or who he is. That's who we're going to be talking about this evening. Now, he does have his own series. It is called The Punisher. I've seen it. W series, amazing show. I'm not gonna lie, highly recommend it. But thankfully, after granting him access, to some very sensitive files about, some past experiences that happened to him, he has allowed me to to tell his story. For those, who aren't familiar with Mr. Castle, but let me show you guys here. Now, I won't lie. He's not the first Punisher I've seen. The first Punisher, let me run that back. He's not the first live action Punisher that I've seen. No, no, no. The first Punisher I ever saw actually came from the '90s Spider-Man cartoon, and that was during the Man Spider saga. So again, he's not the first Punisher I've seen. He's actually the second live action Punisher that I've seen because I did watch the first live action Punisher that came out in the 2000s. So you're right there for me, Frank. So again, for those of you guys who haven't read or heard about Mr. Castle, his story is, again, it's a bit tragic. But in this series, The Punisher, he's portrayed by the amazing actor John Bernthal, who's the first time I met in the Walking Dead series. He played Shane. Amazing series, but that's for another time. But after serving in the military and doing many unspeakable acts, he actually returns home only to see his family slaughtered right in front of him during dinner time. But after exacting revenge on those responsible for the death of his family, Frank Castle actually ended up uncovering a conspiracy that ran far deeper than New York's criminal underworld ever could. But now known throughout the city of New York as the Punisher and, well, legally dead, because Frank Castle did die. But basically, he returned as the Punisher. And he actually must end up discovering the truth about injustices and make uneasy alliances in order to finally end the war that's controlled his life for way, way too long, honestly. Thank you so much for the roses. Oh, good. They're hypoallergenic. I'm not going to be sneezing tonight. But anyways, when we fast forward a few years, this was, oh my goodness. I can't remember how many years, but a few years, the former Marine turned vigilante Frank, he's actually been living a very quiet life on the road until he suddenly becomes embroiled in the attempted murder of a young girl. We're at 1.4K likes. You guys have blown me up. Thank you so much. I just want to appreciate y'all for a second. Take a moment to appreciate y'all. Thank you. And in that moment, he's actually drawn into a mystery that's surrounding the supposed young lady. Mostly because she's in pursuit of very sensitive information that she knows. And of course, in that moment, Castle, he actually attracts a new target on his back as both new and old enemy forces uh, are actually forced to basically confront him. Sorry. Now, in that moment, he's actually wondering. I'm sorry. It actually boils down to one big decision on whether he should accept his destiny or whether or not he should just. I'm sorry. Let me run that back. On whether he should just mind his own business, ditch the girl to the side, let her do her own thing, or if he should accept his destiny and basically embrace his life as the Punisher. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, for those of you guys who haven't seen the Punisher series. Again, I highly recommend it. Very, very good series. So I'm gonna stop talking right there, because again, I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna be a spoil sport. I'm sorry. Now, I did find out some interesting fun facts about Frank Castle here. Uh, for example, did you guys know that Castle is actually a fan of the bands Earth, Wind, and Fire and Bruce Springsteen, also the Wu Tang Clan, and even Shooter Jennings? All very famous bands, very famous groups, including the Wu Tang Clan. Hey, Wu Tang. I'm sorry. When you're born in the '90s, it happens. Just saying. But also, believe it or not, Catholic was actually raised Catholic, but unfortunately, he lost his faith after the death of his family, which I mean makes complete sense. Again, in that moment, I feel like the actions that he does or that he demonstrates against the people that he goes up against is entirely justified in my opinion because yeah, it's true. I mean, nobody wants to, take it upon themselves to be judge, jury, and executioner. But Frank, he does what's necessary when the time comes. Yeah, it's bloody. Yeah, it's nasty, but it gets the job done to take down the bad guys. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. And come to find out, he actually served in the Vietnam War. Now, it is true he did serve in many wars, including Desert Storm, but his most well-known battle was definitely during the Vietnam War. And if you guys want more information on that, look into it. I don't want to, cross any lines or spoil things that don't need to be spoiled. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me see. I like to check the boxes, because sometimes they have like little messages on the little back flap right here, but not this time. So that's okay. He doesn't need a stand, does he? No, he doesn't. Nice. Thank you. I like the Funkos that don't really need stands because they can become a headache sometimes. And plus, also because the stands take up a lot of space on the shelf, honestly. Makes no sense. Okay. Are you guys good? I want to make sure you're good because, I mean, hey, making sure that you're hydrating too. Yes, indeed. Oh. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Enough with the already. Come on, give me some music already, please. No, I didn't file with y'all last year, okay? I don't use TurboTax. Oh, maybe I should. Nah. Okay. You guys good? Okay, so next up, we are actually going to be introducing a much darker hero, if you believe it or not. But the twist on him, on his character, is that he believes that justice is blind, but it can always be heard. So please, ladies and gents, give me one more big wolf pack welcome to Mr. Matthew Murdoch, aka the Daredevil. But yes, that's right, folks. It's the man without fear. And of course, again, this is of the Daredevil Born Again series and another W series. I look forward to season 2, which will be dropping in March because I watched all of the first Daredevil series, and then there was Daredevil Born Again. Again, both of them are awesome series, and I highly recommend them as well. Very awesome, very cool. Now, he is portrayed by Charlie Cox. As you can see, he's sporting his Daredevil trademark uniform. Now, now I love the material, the feel of it. Look, wait, hold on, hold on. Let me give you a little SMR. Yeah, little ASMR action. I never saw the points of those videos, but I mean, to each his own. You do your thing, honestly. Okay, now, thankfully, after not making so much noise and keeping my nose clean, and of course staying out of his neighborhood, which is known as Hell's Kitchen, he's so graciously allowed me to share his story, which again, pretty tragic. I'm not gonna lie. So, Mr. Murdoch here is a lawyer, but also a vigilante. Sorry. Who at a young age had a kind of bit of bad luck when he was actually blinded as a young boy when some radioactive substance actually ended up spilling into his eyes, which resulted in his four remaining senses being heightened to basically superhuman levels. And unfortunately, when mobsters ended up killing his father, Murdoch was actually raised at the St. Agnes Orphanage. That was before being trained by an older gentleman named Stick to, sort of basically hone his senses to become a warrior. And ultimately, it did work. However, the only drawback about it is that Murdoch's compassion, it actually led him to be rejected by Stick. And when we fast forward a few years, Murdoch is a little bit of an adult, and he chose to study law, where he attended Columbia University, where he met his best friend Foggy Nelson. And upon graduation, Murdoch basically dedicated his life to fighting injustice in New York City. By day, he's a lawyer with his law firm, Nelson and Murdoch. But when the night fell, that's when he suited up as a vigilante known as the Masked Man. Now, granted, this is before he got the trademark name. And when Murdoch's actions as a crime fighter eventually put him in conflict with the heaviest hitter, Wilson the Kingpin Fisk. Murdoch actually used his skills to expose Fisk's criminal activities, and in that moment, he actually had him arrested and ultimately put him in one of the Supermax facility prisons. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the galaxy. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you so much for the galaxy. Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you. Whew. Oh my goodness. But ultimately, in when he made the decision to imprison Wilson Fisk after a lengthy battle of hand-to-hand combat, um, he actually decided to pick up the mantle as well as pick up a new suit. When Murdoch, now being known as the Man Without Fear, Daredevil, where he basically prowls the rooftops and alleyways at nights, seeking injustice wherever it may come. And I got to tell you, if you're trying to, be quiet and be sneaky, you can't unless you're pretty much a veteran assassin. You can't sneak up on Daredevil. He's just that. He is that dude, honestly. And when the time comes, Mr. Daredevil will let the devil out. And if you don't want to be on the receiving end of those Cali sticks. So, yeah, very blunt instruments. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting fun facts about Mr. Daredevil here. For example, did you guys know that in the comic book world, Daredevil actually had a long and complicated relationship with the assassin known as Black Widow? Yeah, Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. And probably more interesting is that before he got the red suit, believe it or not, his black vigilante suit, it actually took inspiration from Frank Miller and John Romita Jr.'s 1993 limited series Daredevil: The Man Without Fear. So he wasn't the first Daredevil, but then again, neither was Affleck. So, just saying. Oh yeah, and also the most interesting fact, because I had to confirm this. what basically the chemical that blinded him, because I looked it up. As you guys know, that the chemical which blinded Matt was not identified. However, the barrel actually revealed it to be what was known as a Type A, with the serial number 046 and then about 4 or 5 X's, I believe. Now, what's interesting about that is that this denotes when Daredevil #1, the comic book, was actually first published back in the year 1964. And I honestly did not know that until I looked it up. And yeah, the dates, they match up. They're real. I thought, wow. If you have a way to, sort of institute the comic book world into the cinematic world, it's a W in my opinion, because it kind of gives both nostalgia to the comic book readers and, of course, to the old heads of Marvel, which is very cool, very cool. Yeah, I like when people pay homage to that stuff. It's really cool, really awesome. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Okay. Now, before we get up out of here, folks, I would very much like to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who came out and see me tonight. I want you guys to know that you guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all so much. I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. Not really sure what yet, but hey, we will see. And feel free to sample either one. I'm sorry. Feel free to subscribe. This little thing right here. Yeah, this subscribe. And also feel free to sample either one of these fine videos when they do appear. Now, I also look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. And as always, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves. Be zen as always. Be kind to animals. Be kind to yourself. And happy Friday the 13th. And also, happy Valentine's Day to those who will be celebrating it. And peace.